Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. This video is just for you if you're wondering what to do with the pumpkin flesh and the seeds that you carved out of your Halloween pumpkin.
I love living in Crete!
So here I have all the flesh that I carved out from the inside and rather a lot of seeds as well. A lot of people just throw these away, but they're very nutritious. They're very high in protein actually, and if you know what to do with them, they're so delicious. We literally will be fighting over these later. I'll show you what to do with those in just a little while, but first of all, I'm going to make pumpkin soup. This recipe is really just so simple, anybody can do it, even if you feel like you're not actually a cook. You can do this, it's easy peasy. Get your pan on, and into the pan I am going to put couple of onions, roughly chopped, and a few cloves of garlic. Put as many as you like in there. And we're just going to sweat those down a little bit until they soften. So whilst the onions and garlic are just sweating down a little bit, let me tell you what else I'm going to add. I've got the pumpkin, obviously. I've also got some other veg here. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't have carrot and broccoli and a bit of half a green pepper. I basically opened my fridge door and had a look in the salad crisper and thought, what needs using up? That's one of the good things about soup, because you can just open your fridge and just chuck whatever you want in it from your vegetable crisper, and that way you don't have any waste at all from your vegetables. But if you haven't got any other vegetable, it doesn't matter. Onion, garlic and the pumpkin themselves will be absolutely fine. Flavouring wise, salt, pepper and a stock cube is the basic, but I am also adding a little bit of fresh thyme, a cinnamon stick, and a couple of bay leaves from the garden, and I've also got some fresh sage which I also grow in the garden. Don't let any of these things worry you if you don't have them. You can just put in whatever you've got, and if you haven't got any, it's fine too, it'll still work out. I can hear those onions now sizzling, so I'll just give them a quick stir. I'm also going to add the grated zest and juice of an orange, because I just picked this from the garden. How lovely is that? So I've given it a wash already, and I'll just zest that and juice it and add that. Again, you don't have to add that. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, fresh from my garden. So lucky to be living here in Crete, where we can just go out and pick our own oranges from the tree. It's great. And these pumpkins, by the way, I grew these myself, so it's all kind of quite homegrown here, isn't it? Can you imagine how much vitamin A and vitamin C is going to be in this soup, which is perfect for this time of year? The infinite wisdom of nature, hey, providing you with just the things you need to get you through this sort of tricky season. You know, when the season changes like that, everyone seems to be getting the snuffles, but not me. So the onions have been sweating down for a minute now. You don't really want them to brown, just want them sweating down. And now just add everything else. All that pumpkin, everything's just roughly chopped, because I'm actually going to liquidise this later in my blender, so you don't have to like spend ages chopping things too small. Stock cube in, all the herbs in, and the juice of the lemon in. Oh my dear Lord, that's lovely. Juice of the orange, I meant to say, juice of the orange in. Ooh, check that out, doesn't it look beautiful and healthy? So all that's left to do now is to add some water, and you just add enough just to sort of cover everything over really. Get it all covered. I might need a bit more water in there. Lovely. You want to bring that up to boil and then turn your heat down so that it just simmers. Mine's on full power, full speed ahead, Captain. So I'm going to bring that up to boil and then turn it down and simmer it for about 15 minutes till everything's nice and soft basically. In the meantime, whilst that's coming up to boil and whatnot, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the lovely seeds. There they are. So here I have said seeds, and all I'm doing really is I've given them a little rinse, and I've removed most of the, the sort of orange kind of spaghetti looking gloopy stuff. I've removed as much of that as I can be bothered to remove. It doesn't really matter if you don't remove it all, it kind of cooks off. Anyway, so I've removed as much as I can be bothered to remove. There we are, there they are in there. And now I'm going to roast them. So I'm going to line our baking sheet with some foil because it's going to help with like, the washing up and everything. Drain off as much water as I can from here. And then in you go, little seedies. Seedy beady weedies, here you go. Lovely. Then I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit. And this is one of these little kind of, a little mix. Shout out to my ex. Yeah, not that kind of little mix. A little mix packet of herbs. I think it was or like a mix for pizza or something. Anything you've got, any dried herbs you can stick on here. Chili'd be nice if you're going down that sort of route, but I don't think the kids would thank me for that. And most importantly, some salt, salty balty. Bit of salt on there, that's it. Give them a nice, whoops, give them a nice little mix. Shout out to my ex. He's really quite the man. Yeah, anyway, you get the picture. So then they're going to go in the oven. And I probably, because I'm dead frugal, I probably won't put the oven on just for that, so I'm planning on doing some potatoes later for lunch. So when the oven's on for roast potatoes or jacket potatoes or whatever I decide to make, I'll also bang these in. And they only need, if it's a hot oven, they only need about 10-15 minutes. And they crisp up, and oh dear Lord, they are the most delicious thing in the world, and the kids will literally be fighting and picking them out of the roasting tin, scalding their little fingers as they go. So there we have it, guys. Super duper easy. Hey, what did I tell you? Everything is now nice and soft. So I'm just going to let that cool down now, that soup, before I blend it up. And then all I'll do is I'll just check it for seasoning, see if it needs a bit more salt or pepper or whatever. And job's a good one. How easy was that? Fantastic. And all those lovely fresh fruit and vegetables as well in there. Fresh fruit and vegetables, because it was orange. Lovely. In the meantime, I have the seeds. I've put those in the oven now because I'm doing some jacket potatoes. So I'll just keep an eye on them in about 10-15 minutes and see how they're doing. Just in time for the girls coming home for lunch. So here we are, the finished soup. Oh my goodness, makes a nice kind of velvety texture, does pumpkin. So delicious. Oh. Oh my goodness, the cinnamon's not overpowering, it's just there in the background. All those herbs and spices meant that I didn't actually have to add too much salt and pepper. That is so nice. Oh. Getting a little tiny bit of the orange coming through. Oh my goodness, health in a bowl, guys, health in a bowl. And how easy was that, right? So when you're carving your Halloween pumpkins, carve out as much of the flesh from inside the pumpkin as you possibly can. And don't forget the seeds, we'll have a look at those in a moment, they're in the oven. Oh my God. That's divine. I wasn't even hungry actually, but looks like I'm eating this now. So here are the seeds. They look pretty much done. They're nice and toasty and crispy. So I'll serve some of those up now. Yum. Let's just try one. Crunchy. You're going to have one, babe?
Yeah.
Mind the fingers are hot. I mean, mind your fingers.
Yeah.
Yes, mind your fingers are hot. You know what I mean. What's the verdict, Ellie?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, they're really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these are so nice. I better try and save some for John. Just excellent. So nutritious. Full of protein, these, you know. Yeah. So there you have it, folks. That's what you do when you finish carving your pumpkin. That's what you do with the seeds and all the flesh. Super easy, super nutritious, pretty quick to make. So delicious. Happy Halloween. Don't forget to click like, give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so to see all my future stuff. Bye.